2024 Jeep Wagoneer S, a groundbreaking electric SUV combining luxury, performance, and modern. Jeep has finally joined the electric vehicle race with its first American market EV, the 2024 Jeep Wagoneer S. This mid-size, 5-seat crossover SUV borrows the Wagoneer name, but has little else in common with the larger, body-on-frame SUV by the same name. Unlike its gas-powered siblings, the Wagoneer S is fully electric, at least for now. Built on the STLA large platform, which it shares with the Dodge Charger EV, the Wagoneer S is part of Stellantis' push to electrify its U.S. lineup, including the upcoming Wrangler-like Recon EV. Functionally, the Wagoneer S positions itself as a companion to the Grand Cherokee, but with a battery-powered twist, putting it in direct competition with vehicles like the Tesla Model Y and Cadillac Lyriq. Among its competitors, the Cadillac Lyriq serves as the better comparison. Like the Lyriq, the Wagoneer S prioritizes smooth ride quality and impressive acceleration, leaving off-road prowess and cutting-edge charging features on the back burner. However, Jeep now faces a challenge similar to the one Cadillac once encountered. Will traditional Wagoneer buyers embrace a smaller, fully electric utility vehicle? And are they willing to set aside the brand's rugged, off-road heritage to make the leap? Jeep Wagoneer S, a sleeker, more aerodynamic approach. The Wagoneer S aims to evoke the popular design of the Grand Cherokee while steering clear of the boxy, upright look of the full-size Wagoneer. Its tapered body panels give the 5-passenger SUV a more refined and streamlined appearance, though it stops short of being truly captivating. One issue lies in Jeep's diluted use of its signature design feature, the 7-slot grille. In this case, the grille isn't functional at all. Instead, it's a series of small decorative elements that merely anchor an LED light bar across the front end. As a result, it misses an opportunity to make a bold first impression, further blending into the crowded field of look-alike crossovers. Down the sides, the Jeep Wagoneer S relies heavily on badging to establish its identity. Its silhouette could just as easily belong to a Kia or a variety of other brands. The Launch Edition attempts to add distinction with black accents above the shoulder line and along the sills, visually slimming the vehicle's profile. Jeep proudly highlights the Wagoneer S's impressive drag coefficient of 0.29, achieved in part by a prominent basket handle spoiler that channels air efficiently off the rear and gives the roofline a squared finish. This spoiler sits above a slender LED taillight, which angles the Jeep name inward toward the body, though the branding risks being overlooked in the design. A cockpit with personality. Inside, the Wagoneer S cockpit showcases thoughtful and eye-catching details. A 2-spoke steering wheel, embossed with Wagoneer but omitting the Jeep logo, introduces a clean horizontal design theme. Metallic trim wings stretch across the dash and door panel junctions, adding a touch of elegance. Digital displays dominate the interior, with a 12.3-inch gauge cluster and a matching 12.3-inch central touchscreen. Below them, a 10.3-inch screen handles climate controls, while an optional fourth 10.3-inch screen provides entertainment for the front passenger. Fortunately, Jeep has minimized glossy black trim, allowing the interior's design to shine without excessive reflections. In the test vehicle, vibrant lipstick red leather added a dramatic flair, hinting at the excitement the Wagoneer S promises once it hits the open road. Jeep Wagoneer S, electrifying performance. The Wagoneer S delivers a driving experience that feels unlike any other Jeep, except perhaps the now-retired Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Combining ferocious acceleration with a surprisingly composed ride, it offers the best of both worlds. In sheer speed, the Wagoneer S eclipses even the Trackhawk. Powered by dual electric motors, one on each axle, producing 250 kilowatts, 335 horsepower, each, and drawing from a 100.5 kilowatt-hour battery. The Launch Edition rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. Engage Sport mode, and the drivetrain unleashes its full potential, generating a total of 600 horsepower and 617 lb-ft of torque. This setup delivers jaw-dropping performance, beating Tesla-like acceleration times and outpacing the Trackhawk by 1/10 of a second. With its all-wheel drive system and relentless grip, the Wagoneer S blends raw power with precision, setting a new benchmark for Jeep's electrified future. Those drive modes move around the Wagoneer S's power, while a toggle behind a couple of screen taps enables different levels of regenerative braking. Auto mode suits the Wagoneer S's suburban shuttle duties best by design and engages motors to split power 40:60 front to rear. Other modes rejigger power delivery to burn down through snow to the pavement or paddle through sand. Eco disengages the front axle unless it encounters will slip for a more frugal 100% bias to the rear. It's sport mode where the Wagoneer feels least confident, if only because it's so powerful. It leaps ahead even with a limo driver's gentle toe on the throttle, with a 20 hours 80 minutes power split, and despite the Wagoneer S's curb weight of 5,667 pounds. Within those drive modes, Jeep programs in max and min regenerative braking. Maximum set at 0.2 to 0.3 G, minimum from just 0.04 to 8 centimos. I drove most of the 100-mile day in auto, with maximum regen, and didn't experience the driveline judder that my co-driver witnessed, but Jeep did swap vehicles at a stopover, noting some axle locking abnormality. With 6.4 inches of ground clearance, the Wagoneer S falls behind vehicles like the Subaru Outback at 8.7 inches or more, and with its street-ready Falcon or Pirelli tires, it's clearly not yet tuned for trail-cutting chores. A Wagoneer S Trailhawk concept seems likely for production, with its electronic rear locking differential and all-terrain tires. Optimized for on-road driving, the Wagoneer S I drove with 20-inch wheels shod with Falcon tires came with an EPA rating of 303 miles, which falls to 270 miles on the stickier Pirellis. Jeep promises peak charge rates of about 200 kilowatts, which would math out to a recharge from 20 to 80% in 23 minutes. The fancy zip codes where the Wagoneer S finds homes won't likely press its cornering abilities too much, but aside from its very abrupt throttle tip-in, the Wagoneer S comports itself in a genteel way, thanks to a very well-tuned independent front and integral link rear suspension. Like the Lyriq, it doesn't need an air suspension and adaptive damping to soothe bouts of road rash. It depends on sheer weight and smartly chosen shocks and springs. Jeep weights the steering to lighten up at lower speeds, but not too much. In auto mode, it snaps to attention and keeps focus as it tracks down the highway. Jeep Wagoneer S, smaller than it looks. Roughly the size of the current Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Wagoneer S sits 192.4 inches long and rides on a 113.0-inch wheelbase. It has 2 rows of seats, with no option for a third. Over the course of 100 miles behind the wheel, and in both rows of seats, I found those front leather-clad buckets to have all the great support of the most plushly padded Grand Cherokees. But oddly, the Wagoneer S pinches front passenger feet with a wheelhouse that intrudes well into the foot space. Legroom itself is fine, and so is small item storage, whether it's in the door pockets or the center console.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.